Hello, thank you for joining. I am Beverly, and today I'm going to show you just a typical meal that I would make for my kind of breakfast lunch. I say breakfast lunch because I intermittent fast, and so I don't start eating typically until 11 or later, 11 a.m. or later, and then I stop eating at like 8 p.m. But anyway, so this is what I would normally make. I just want to show you how simple it is, and I love it. I love it. It's delicious. So let me get into it. Here's my cutting board. I'm going to start with this. And so I have my pot here, which I'm going to turn on and get my pot started. And I'm going to cook cabbage. My head's cut off. I'm going to cook cabbage with carrots in butter. And I use a little onion powder and sea salt to season it. So I'm going to get those things. I have my cabbage, which I've already cut into my butter. A big ass carrot. I'm just going to go with it. It's a big ass carrot. Okay. So I'm going to start first. My hands are clean already with my carrot. And I'm going to peel this. And I'm going to bring you closer so you can see this. How about that? Even closer. Closer than close. And so I'm going to peel this. It's going to be pretty fast. And then get this a little bit to end off of here. And we have, where I live, a composting. Really, it's mandated composting. So we have these little composter bins. This is biodegradable bags. I'm going to put this in here like so. So all of my, my coffee grinds, the waste from vegetables and things like that, I'm going to put in this bin. And then this bin gets put in what are our green cans. Our green cans are for our yard waste. And so opening up this butter. Sure, that generally doesn't happen. Hey, look, you can see I'm going to add a good amount of butter to my pan. And I'm going to let that melt. So now, and the first thing I put in the pan are my carrots because those are harder and it's going to take longer to cook. Like that, I cut it in these thin little slices like this. Slow down when I get to my fingers so I don't cut my fingers off. So I've got my butter melting like so. And I'm going to put my carrots in here. And then these are going to get thrown. So these are sliced nice and thin. This one still needs one more cut because it's a fatty. There we go. And so there's that. And I'm going to let that keep going in my pan. So as you can see, my carrots are there. I'm going to add some onion powder to my carrots. A good amount. Sea salt is gone. And some salt can you see that? How much it is? Yeah. There to my pan. And then next, this cabbage is already started because I eat cabbage every day. I don't want that core, which I'm going to cut out. And I'm going to put my waste bin. And then I'm going to cut out. I cut it. So this is, I probably eat this every day. And I'll eat this every day until I get sick of it. Do you guys do that? Do you do that where you eat the same thing every day until you get sick of it and then you start a whole new thing? So for me, it's cabbage, carrots, and eggs every day. for breakfast. I'm a woman of habit. So now here are my carrots. You see them in that nice butter. And I'm going to just add my cabbage to that same pan right on top. So I'm going to turn you this way and you can see I've added the cabbage right on top to the pan. And I'm going to add more onion powder. So seasoning has to be like layered. I don't just season one time and that's it. As I'm cooking, I'm tasting and I'm seasoning. I'm tasting and I'm seasoning. So I added more of that. And I'm also going to add some more salt. Um, because the salt is almost done. I have to use the coarse salt. But so that I'm going to let get moving. And then that's it for this. I'm done with this cutting board. So now I'm going to kind of try and press this down and move it around. Yeah, so you can see I'm just trying to, so this is going to wilt down. It's going to be in all that nice butter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid on top. And I have this on kind of, I have it on sort of medium high heat, but I got to watch it because otherwise I'll burn it, which I do, and I still eat it. But hopefully today I won't burn it because I'm doing this for you. I hope I succeed. Okay, and so I've got my eggs, and there's only 2 eggs in here, so I need to go get one more. Hold tight. So I got more eggs, and I'm just gonna take one out of here and add it to my mix. There we are. And so then I'll look at this again, and it's starting to, let me turn my light on. Oh, even better. Oh, can you see that? There we go. There she is. So I'm just mixing this, and you can see already it's starting to wilt down. It's starting to get more condensed in the pan. There's that. So now I've got my little egg mixing bowl. I'm going to have my 3 eggs. This is done. And numero uno. So I put these shells right into my compost bin. And 3. I like these eggs because they have these nice orange yolks. And pasture raised is supposed to mean, my understanding that pasture raised means that the chickens have a certain amount of square feet to walk around. So it's different than, so pasture raised is different than free range. All these things to confuse us. But anyway, my understanding with pasture raised, the chickens have the most room to move around. Moving on. So we're going to scramble these. I add a little touch of water to it. So I'm going to taste this cabbage as it cooks to see if it gets tender enough and if the flavor is good. It's close in terms of how cooked it is. I think it needs a little bit more salt, so I'm going to add some more salt. So now I'm cooking my eggs. Wow, that's close. I'm cooking my eggs, and I always add cheese to my eggs. So, as I said, I eat a very keto-ish diet, and so I do eat dairy, um, yogurt, whole fat yogurt. I do eat almond milk. I don't use regular milk for I don't know, like if I have oatmeal or something like that, I use almond milk for that. But not because I'm opposed to dairy. I do eat dairy. Um, and I have a fat forward diet. Okay. So over here, I'm cooking my eggs, um, my cheesy eggs. Uh, and I cook my eggs, I want them cooked. I don't like them runny, or mushy. I want them cooked through, but not burnt. So my goal is always to get them cooked all the way through, but not brown and burnt. It's a tricky business, because you can go from cooked to brown like that. If they're brown, it's better than them being mushy. I don't want them soft. No Drake eggs here. We don't want them soft. Okay. Okay, so I finished cooking, and so I'm going to show you. You see how much cabbage I have and how much eggs? It's a lot. And I'm going to eat it all. And there's more cabbage in the pot, and I'm probably going to eat that too because I'm a volume eater. But anyway, this is my finished product. And I know it seems weird, but this together is so good. I'm going to put some green Cholula hot sauce on it. It's going to be on and popping. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that if I cook another breakfast or meal, you'll be the first notified. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and spending time. And until next time, guys, take it easy.